This week, our Time for All Ages story is Yertle the Turtle. We were inspired to share the story with you from our own turtle, Timmy.
Yertle the Turtle. On a faraway island of Salmon-Sand, Yertle the Turtle was king of the pond. A nice little pond. It was clean. It was neat. The water was warm. There was plenty to eat. The turtles had everything a turtle might need. They were all happy, quite happy indeed. They were, until Yertle, the king of them all, decided the kingdom he ruled was too small. "I'm Yertle the Turtle, and ruler," said Yertle, "of all I can see, but I don't see enough. And that's the trouble with me. With this stone for a throne, I look down on my pond, but I cannot look down on the places beyond. This throne that I sit on is too low down. It ought to be higher," he said with a frown. "If I could sit higher, how much greater I'd be. What a king! I'd be ruler of all I can see." So Yertle the Turtle King lifted his hand, and Yertle the Turtle King gave a command. He ordered 9 turtles to swim to his stone, and using the turtles, he built a new throne. He made each turtle stand on one another's back, and he piled them all up in a 9-turtle stack. Then Yertle the Turtle climbed up, and he sat down on the pile. What a wonderful view. He could see most a mile. "All mine!" Yertle cried. "Oh, the things I now rule. I'm king of a cow, and I'm king of a mule. I'm king of a house, and what's more beyond that, I'm king of a blueberry bush and a cat. I'm Yertle the Turtle, oh marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all that I see." What does he need to see that far?
The turtles to lift him up?
All the other turtles, right? He's not doing it by himself. He's doing it together. And does he really rule those things?
No.
No, he doesn't. This is kind of an exercise. You know what egoism is?
No.
Egoism is when you think about it's being selfish. It's when you think about yourself only. And he should not be doing that, I don't think. And all through the morning he sat there up high, saying over and over, "A great king am I." Until long about noon, and then he heard a faint sigh. "What's that?" snapped the king, looking down on his stack, and he saw at the bottom a turtle named Mac. Just a part of his throne, just a plain little turtle. Looked up and he said, "Beg your pardon, King Yertle. I've pains in my back and my shoulder and knees. How long must we stand here, your majesty? Please." "Silence!" the king of the turtles barked back. "I am a king, and you're only a turtle named Mac. You'll stay in your place while I sit here and rule. I'm king of a cow and king of a mule. I'm king of a house and a bush and a cat. But that isn't all. I'll do better than that. My throne shall be higher." His royal voice thundered. "So pile up more turtles. I want about 200. "Turtles, more turtles," he bellowed and brayed, and the turtles way down in the pond were afraid. They trembled, they shook, but they came, they obeyed. From all over the pond, they came swimming by dozens. Do you think you could see Timmy doing that? It's not really something Timmy would do, is it?
It'd more be like, "No, and down."
From all over the pond, they came swimming by dozens. Whole families of turtles with uncles and cousins. And all of them stepped on the head of poor Mac, one after another. They climbed up the stack. Then Yertle the Turtle was perched up so high he could see 40 miles from his throne in the sky. "Hooray!" shouted Yertle. "I'm king of the trees. I'm king of the birds, I'm king of the bees, I'm king of the butterflies, king of the air. Ah me, what a throne, what a wonderful chair. I'm Yertle the Turtle. O marvelous me, for I am the ruler of all I can see. Then again from below on the great heavy stack came a groan from that plain little turtle named Mac. Your Majesty, please. I don't like to complain, but down here below we're feeling great pain. Oh, I know, up on top you're seeing great sights, but down here on the bottom too, we should have rights. We turtles can't stand it. Our shells will all crack. Besides, we need food. We're starving, groaned Mac. You hush up your mouth, howled the mighty King Yertle. You have no right to talk back to the world's highest turtle. I rule from the clouds, over land, over sea. There is nothing, no nothing, that's higher than me. But while he was shouting, he saw with surprise that the moon that evening had started to rise up over his head in the darkening skies. What is that? Snorted Yertle. Say, what is that thing? How dare it be higher than Yertle the king? I shall not allow it. I'll go higher still. I'll build a higher throne. I can, and I will. I'll call for more turtles. I'll stack 'em to heaven. I'll need about 5,607. But as Yertle the Turtle King lifted his hand and started the order to give the command, the plain little turtle below in the stack, the plain little turtle, whose name was just Mac, decided he'd had enough. And he had. And the plain little lad got a little bit mad. And the plain little Mac did a plain little thing. He burped. And his burp shook the throne of the king. And Yertle the Turtle, the king of the trees, the king of the air, and the birds and the bees, the king of a house and a cow and a mule, well, that was the end of the Turtle King's rule. For Yertle, the king of all Salamasam, fell off his great throne and fell plunk in the pond. And today, the great Yertle, the marvelous he, is the king of the mud. And that's all he can see. And the turtles, of course, all the turtles are free as turtles. And maybe all creatures should be.
Max the king.
Yeah, I don't think Mac's the king. I think he's just hanging out with the other ones.
I think he's like the king, but he's not. He's just like, do what you want in the pond.
Yeah. You know, this month is about fellowship, right? So it's amazing what can be done in groups and together, but it's also complicated, right? Because maybe it would have worked if everybody got to take a turn, or maybe it would have worked if people had been sharing, and maybe there should be some happiness in the way they just are. Maybe you don't need to be the ruler of everything. But that's the end of Yertle the Turtle. Nice, huh?
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Love you.
I love you too.